Hey Saggies, welcome back for another weekly reading. I have to put a fan on in the background. I apologize for the noise. That did not even work. I apologize for the noise because we're doing something outside and it's so loud and I want to make sure that you guys can hear me okay. So hopefully that's all right. I look for you everywhere, wanted to stay out. So your meditation, they showed me these two specific decks. I already had this one out and they showed me this one. So I'm going to use these. It'll be the imagery and the messages in these decks that they want you to see. Let's see. I hope everybody had a good new moon. It was expansive and it was an ass kicker, man. Dating queen, look at you going. Dating queen. All right, whether you're male, female, somebody who's going to be out there exploring new options, dating, having opportunities to see other people, being given gifts. Look at you go. I also heard something about a physical glow up. And you know what? They're pointing to the dress, but it could be for a man, you know, whatever you want to wear, suit, sweater, vest, whatever you want to wear. Um, they're saying it's like they want you. It's interesting because you're going to be in this position where you have more than enough resources to buy Versace and Prada and all this stuff, but they still find like you still find yourself gravitating towards towards things that just aren't as expensive. You look like $1,000,000. You look like you're wearing Versace and Prada and all of that, but you still tend like you'd like a good deal, is what I just heard. You still like to have a good deal, you know, like it excites you. That's interesting, and they're saying that a lot of people that you date find that quality intriguing. They find it like something that they're interested in. Like, oh, it's not just about the price tag. It's about, you know, the quality, and the quality has nothing to do with the price tag. And this, but you don't just do this with physical things. You do this with, or somebody you're dealing with. You either you or somebody you're dealing with, you just don't look. The quality of something is how it makes you feel. It's not about whatever everybody else says is quality. It's about how it makes you feel that's quality. All right, somebody's at my door. Just give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So let's see. Going to be dating. So speaking to somebody who's going to have a lot of opportunities. This is great. They're really focused. You know what I just heard? Short term. So there's going to be a lot. I just heard around 10 people. You can expect to kind of just see about 10 people. That not every, no, this is a general reading. That's not going to resonate with everybody. I understand that. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Short term, these are things that, you know, just, and you know what? I do feel like they all are kind of necessary because you're learning, you know, there's different things that are going to happen with different people, and it's just showing you new experiences that you've never had, and it takes different people showing you that. So that's why it's okay to have the different experiences. Anything else? And then you have gossip from a soulmate. And you see how they both kind of came out in the past. So I'm going to put them over here because they flipped out over here. Yeah, so maybe you're somebody who hasn't been dating much or you haven't dated at all. And all of a sudden, you know, people are going to start seeing you out more, seeing you doing things that you weren't doing before. Maybe you were kind of a hermit, and that's okay because a lot of people are being called to be a hermit right now. It's benefiting a lot of people. So all of a sudden there's people gossiping. Did you see Sag out there dating so and so? I just saw him on a date last week with so and so, you know. But there is something about, ooh, this one wanted to stick. Oh, okay. All right. Look what came out. You know who the gossip's going to come from? Someone you're dating that wants to be attached to this masculine energy. Because you see how this flipped out and it's kind of in reverse and it went across like this is you. And then there's people gossiping about this. And then over here in the future, you see over here in the future, came out all the way over here, you've got the courting man. This is the soulmate because it's bookending. It's bookending your reading here. So expect to date a few, I don't know, 3 to 10 people, and it doesn't feel like anything serious. Some of them you'll end up developing a friendship with. You'll just realize, maybe you kiss or something, like, you know what, the spark's not there, but I do enjoy your company. Maybe we could just kind of be friends. That, I do feel like friendships can happen until this man comes, or this masculine energy comes. It doesn't have to be a man. It can be a female. But when this energy comes, this is your soulmate. So I want to see what is going on with the soulmate. There might be some messages that come out. This wanted to come out. I look for you everywhere. So there are some energies that you've dated before that are still really focused on you, hoping that they get a glance of you when you're out. Like maybe they try to frequent places they think that you would go just for the idea of possibly running into you. That idea makes them feel comforted, so they want to be in your presence. All right. So this person over here, let's see what the story is going to be here. This was also a past person. All right, so this over here, this is someone, this person is a soulmate. You've been with this person before. They are the right person at the wrong time. They do love you. They're going through you're helping them learn a spiritual lesson right now. Their life is not as together as it looks on the outside. The timing hasn't been right. They're in the process of healing, and they know it's killing them. If you haven't started dating yet, you will start dating and it will kill them. And I'm talking to someone who will be dating. If you're not dating or planning on it in the future, this is not for you. This person's going to have to watch you date other people. And I feel like it's like the roles are reversing. So it could be a female. I'm just going to say right now, I'm getting a very specific about a female dating. Check your Venus sign, could be in Sagittarius. A female dating with a male, and I am getting a strong, they want me to point out that somebody needs to hear that. And I'm going to pull some letters because they just told me to. X wanted to stay out. Look, SEX. Okay, look at you having lots of sex over here. Uh-huh. It literally fell out. This could be an X right here. There's a lot of gossip about you dating, possibly dating. M and J could be significant. A and J could be significant. E and S could be significant. I just heard Rupford or Rufford. Whatever this is important, whatever. L. And look, there's another L that's sitting on top of all the letters. K sitting on top of all the letters. R. I just heard Gary. And that went off. And oh, look, R came out all by itself again. K stayed out. K stayed out over here. K actually fell out on this dark male card. See? I have she all right here. I have Alf right here, like alien life form. They want you to watch the pop, drinking a lot of pop. It's something about somebody taking a trip to LA soon. It'll be about a week-long trip. Oh, the letter O stayed out on the dating queen. I just noticed that. Look, E.T. was there, extraterrestrial, and you had Alf. You have got a lot. Okay, I have to say this. I do believe in it because I've had experiences with alien life form. You've got other beings protecting you and helping you and watching you right now. They're helping you with some type of storyline, and you don't know their involvement yet, but you're going to know it in the future. The letter N could be significant. I don't know why this would be significant, but I heard mammy. Somebody call you mammy or ma'am, mammy. Look, jet, something, and then I just said something about going to LA. Look, LA is still together over here. LA and then jet. Somebody taking a trip to LA. Beth. I just heard Beth. I haven't heard anybody with this name other than in the Bible, but Bartholomew? Cottony? Cottony? Okay. All right, so it's this person has to watch you date other people while they heal. So it feels like someone here has taken went first. And so let's see what you're supposed to focus on. They want me to get some more of these cards. What about? Yeah. So you know what it is? You are watching someone else heal, or someone's watching you not heal, sorry. You are healing watching someone else have an upgrade and date other people, or vice versa. You are having the upgrade, dating a lot of people, and someone else is healing watching you do that. And they do want to be with you. They do want to be more than friends, and they want to feel the way that it's almost like when they watch you date other people, they are reminded of things that you did with them that all of a sudden they miss, and then they see you and they remember what it felt like to be with you do when you did that specific thing to them, and they remember that, but it's a sting at the same time because you're doing it with someone else. Now, I do get a very strong vibe, though, here of masculine, feminine, feminine being the healed one. So I do get that strongly. So if you're not sitting in your feminine energy, easily able to tap into your heart, and deal with those emotions, I don't, then you would be in more in this energy, okay? If this reading's for you. There's people here that it wouldn't be for at all. So let's get a little tarot. That came okay. Yeah, there was a lot of gossip around some type of heartbreak. It could have been between this feminine and this masculine here. There was a lot of heartbreak regarding this. A lot of gossip. There's information that's going to come out regarding this. There's been a lot of harsh words that have been spoken to. I said spoken, and not only between the people that were dating, but also between the people that are on the outside looking in at this couple here. There was a lot of gossip, a lot of harsh words, arguments, lies, and this dating queen has moved on from this. They've decided to go within. This situation, this scenario is what set them, started having them go within, whether it's you or whether it's someone else. Having you go within, I'm just going to say it's you, having you go within and say there's got to be something better than this type of scenario. The heartbreak, the arguments, the gossip. There's got to be more to life than this type of, there's this is same stuff keeps happening with different people, and it's time to get over that. Like, what can I do now? What is there for me? I just heard working on your health and being playful. Look, I feel like something else flipped. Something flipped and flipped all the way back over, but I know it did flip. I felt it. Okay. Yeah, gotta be playful. Getting out in nature, just, instead of dealing, like, would you rather focus on this and just be with somebody for the sake of having somebody in your life? Or would you rather be by yourself doing something where you have a smile on your face? And I feel like this situation has hurt a lot of people, and that's what it happened. It got people, it forced people to be by themselves and go within and, like, you know what, I need to reevaluate my choices, my life. I'm not happy. Things need to change. And now I'm finding myself. I'm starting new things, I'm feeling happier than I have before. That, I have compassion in my heart now because I've healed things. I can see where the choices I made in the past didn't benefit me, and I can see where I operated out of a wound of lack of self-love. It's like there's a lot of wisdom that came from this scenario. All right, so what do you want them to do from here? Now they want me to they typically don't want these readings to be this long, but they want me to get a few tea leaf for you. Okay, so this coming out in the past. So this is basically what happened. That in the past there was a relationship that just didn't work. Whether there I feel like there was infidelity, and maybe on both parts, maybe on one part. Either way, it doesn't matter because the relationship ended. There was it was unsuccessful. There was no way to bring a solution to that relationship. Something had to end. Okay? That in that breaking, it's like everybody there's people that were involved in this realize how dissatisfied they are with life. They realize that there's other things that life has to offer, and they need to go after that because it's almost like hitting rock bottom, and the only way to go is up. So that's when you're in a great position to try anything, because when you're at rock bottom, you'll try anything to feel better. And I feel like it's benefiting it, and that's what happened here, because you have a marriage will take place either romantic or business. And I said something about career, focusing on work is what was going to benefit, or your health as well. They did mention health. Yeah, taking a vacation physically or mentally. So a really bad relationship split. It ended. It caused at least one party to look at their life, take a really long, hard look, evaluate their choices, and make some changes. And because of that, um, it's almost like it was a painful situation, but it was necessary for somebody to change direction. So it was a divinely guided type of situation. It was. They tapped my left foot. It was divinely guided. So what's happening is this dissatisfaction, that breakup was the precursor for some type of really big breakthrough to happen. And that's what's happening in the current reality. And they're telling me that it's work related. Yeah. See, you had to live all that drama in order to know what peace really was. It's almost, it's like, what's that song? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's like a free ride when you're already late. Hold on. I can't remember the name of the song, but um, that's what it's like. You had to go through the rain. You had to go through all the pain in order to appreciate what peace was, in order to realize, okay, this is what I want. This is, I've lived this strife. I've lived bad relationships. I've lived in all these problems. You've come out of them. You've learned new skills. You've learned a lot about yourself. And now you're able to, you're in a position where you can share this with the world and make money doing it. And that's what they want you to know, is that nothing was lost in these relationships. Nothing was lost. And yes, somebody wants you back, but it doesn't matter because you're focused on your money, and that's where your focus should be at this time. All right. I love you, Sagittarius. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.